I'm going to walk you through how to make this magical tea party for kids. First, you need a plastic table. I chose one that can reach a very short level. I chose this tasseled tablecloth, and I chose a round one for the shape. Next, drape a velvet runner across the length of the table. Now you can add some greenery across the center of the runner. Add some large flowers in the color and style of your choice. I chose these orangish pink roses that I found at Hobby Lobby. Now you can see I'm alternating sides and spacing them out. Next, I'm adding these smaller pink clusters of flowers. These are going to add more color, and specifically they're going to add pops of color throughout the greenery. And the flowers that I've chosen for this are a sort of purple color. We're going with more purples and pinks for this tablescape. But you can use this same concept in any colors that make sense for the style of table that you're wanting to put together. I'm trying to make these flowers look somewhat connected to each other so they weave throughout the greenery and fill in any spaces that just don't have enough color on their own. Next, I'm adding candle holders with pink candles. You can use rubber bands at the bottom of the candles to help them stick up straight in your candle holders. I'm adding small benches on either side of the table for the kids to sit for the tea party. And adding a little bit of a friend just for some fun. Next, it's time to put out the teacups. I'm going to put out one for each child that's going to be attending this tea party, and of course, one for our fluffy guest. Now for the tea, I chose red Gatorade, and of course, we did have a spill, but this tablecloth is basically magic and it did not stain at all. Next was time to prep the sandwich snacks. I made little peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that I used a cookie cutter to cut into the shape of small flowers, which I thought was just a cute little touch for the table, and most kids are willing to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, so I figured this was a pretty safe option, but obviously keep in mind any allergies for kids attending your tea party. Now it's time to fill our tray. I filled the top layer with some already made crackers, just some simple peanut butter crackers. I bought some lemon cookies, and this is also the layer where I'll put the little peanut butter sandwiches that I made. Honestly, I just didn't have the time or energy to make enough of these peanut butter sandwiches to fill the entire tray. So I made sure we had other treats in here as well. Lastly, I happened to have some leftover cake that I cut into circles with a cookie cutter to finish off the bottom tier. And that is your final product of this DIY children's tea party. And it is ready to be loved and played.